Hello, I'm Jeff Patterson. Today we're going to look at the next series of striking techniques, and I'm also going to show you a couple forms that you can play with this series of strikes. So we're going to look at the doblete strike today, and if you've been following along with some of the other applications that we're doing, you'll see that all of these are based off the same pattern. It's just a different way to play the strike. And so today when we break this down, I'm going to do a couple times just through so you see the numbering sequence and how to do the strikes, and then talk a little bit about what we're doing, and then I'm going to play them with a couple forms that we do with this set. So on the first one that we're going to do, just the basic doblete strikes, is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, and 11, and 12 here. So let's break that down a little bit. So number 1, when I do the number 1 strike, I'm striking through the temple on this first strike, and the second strike could be back through the temple, or it could be through the temple and the elbow, or the temple and the knee, or maybe the temple and the hand if he throws a punch or a strike. So you can change the targets on that. Number 2 is the same thing. I start with the knee and I could go back to the knee, or I could go knee, elbow, or knee, head, or knee, hand, and kind of pick it out however I want. 3 and 4 are basically the same. Number 5 is a thrust, a slash, and an overhand thrust. So you're working a couple different strikes in that number 5 doblete. Number 6 is a planzada, and on this normally we go with that first strike to the elbow or low ribs, but this could be to the head, this could be to the hand, this could be to the knee, and then come back here. So this is number 6, and the same thing on number 7. 8 and 9 we do together. So on this one it's just like toloi. So I thrust the 8 and I go with a 9. Same on 10 and 11. This thrust could be to the heart or throat, or it could be to the abdomen. The slash, we usually go to the collarbone on this, but you can adjust those targets on that collarbone as well. And then on the number 12, we do a left side redondo, cross the body, and then a right side redondo. So you hit 1, 2, 3 on number 12. Again, I'm going to run through the series one more time, and then we're going to go through it and look at the 3 different forms that we play with this strike, or ways to play the form. So first one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Now we're going to put together and look at the first way that we play with the shuffle step. So when you're doing with the shuffle step, every time you move, remember that front foot moves 6 inches, the back foot only moves 6. So I've still got that stability. If you look at me from the front, my feet stay hip width, so I've got that side-side stability. So when we're doing this, I'm going to start from here, and we're going to do number 1, I shuffle forward. Number 2, shuffle forward. 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I could go all the way through 12 here, or if I'm short on room after I finish my 6, I clear, come back, then I finish my 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then turn back and I can go again. So you can work that with the shuffle step, and you can also work that with the illustrissimo step, where you're stepping forward, changing the feet. So when we do this one, it's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I change the same, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and turn back and go the other way. Now, so you can play that with the shuffle or the stepping here. Now, this last one we're going to look at, this is one of my favorite ones to play. They call it dancing on the coconut shell. And it's a very rhythmic exercise. On this one, we are doing all of the basic strikes on 1 through 12 with doblete, except for we're leaving out 2 and 3. We go right from 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we miss those 2 strikes. So the footwork on this is like this base leg is standing on the half of a coconut shell, and it's just kind of rocking forward and back. So we're going to do this on 4 angles. So every time we turn, it's going to be 90 degrees. So you're going to start from here. I step back, forward, I turn 90, forward, back, turn 90, forward, back. And back to center. So now when I do this with my striking, I'm going to start with number 1, number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 12, 12, and then I come back into my number 1 again. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Back to center. So this is a really fun practice. It's good to get used to moving with those strikes and playing different angles. As you work in your striking more, you'll start to see thousands and thousands of applications of how you can use the strikes both offensively and defensively. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of variety, something to work on, and hope you enjoyed the video, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Also, if you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel below, like the video. If you have any questions about anything, we're happy to reach out and try to answer them the best we can. So again, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time. Maraming salamat po.